let's gather all of our data up to the core here. So where's that? Transfer data here. So now the materials-based stuff and the goo stuff should be... Oh, my goo. Where's my goo? Did it not collect the goo? Waiting. According to this, I got the goo. How on earth did I get goo? I never collected goo on the surface. Okay, I got this contract done. Alright, I'm a little confused by this. According to this, I already have goo. Let's look at the science archive. Take a look at the mystery goo. Before I go any further, looking at the moon. And landed, there is 18 science worth of goo sitting in flight somewhere. Oh, for goodness sakes. Okay, let's force this. Or is it just simply not showing up here? It must not be showing up here. This doesn't make sense. Munar 5B. I just don't know where my mystery goo went. Should I force this? If you hit info, you can force run that. Let's force run it. Better safe than sorry. We'll collect 2 mystery goos. You know what might have happened? Now that I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure if this is coming up in the chat. But there is... Here, we've got to run this now to 200%. Just let me do this and I'll explain. Okay, we've now collected more goo. We can stop it. And now collect it all up here. So now I do have goo stuff up here. What might have happened, this might have made some sense, is if you recall last stream, I did try, this thing did get off the surface, and I just left it to crash to its doom. And it's possible that maybe the goo didn't die. I don't know. Or maybe there's goo sitting... Okay, whatever. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it. There's probably goo sitting in the other probe. All right. Next step in all this. I'm going to focus my view to here. Control from here. And we got to get ready to head on back with our precious supplies here. So we got to activate this engine and this engine. And again, that was on Action Group 3. So what I should be able to do is throttle up and hit 3 and take off. And I'm going to be pitching over to the east. So I just want to make sure I know which way that is. And go. Yes, 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 yes. That's what I want to happen. Going to the east. Make sure we don't crash in any hills. Pitching right over. There we go. Hurrah! Hoorah! That's what went so wrong last time. Not a lot of thrust on these little guys, these little ant engines. You know, the other thing these ant engines don't have is gimbling. So it's entirely dependent on the reaction wheels that are in this little probe body for attitude control. All right. And let's see, we've got 5 kilometers on the apoapsis. We definitely need to push this up higher than that. I'm getting a question, will I be making Voyager 2 Voyager probes? Not in the near future, no. I do not have the antennas to reach beyond the Kerbin system. Maybe that's something for my tutorial series. I do have in my tutorial series coming up in a little over a week. There we go. I do have getting to Duna. So the tutorial series is going interplanetary, but this is not. Let's get up to Apoapsis. That cute little guy. Won't let me time warp any faster. There we go. Okay, lock you onto prograde. Finish off this orbital insertion. And then start thinking about getting ourselves back to Kerbin. No, that's a little much. A little too soon on that burn there. We do not have to raise my periapsis up too much. And there we go. That's about 13 by 13, so that is what I would call an orbit. Oh, I have an engine failure. Hurrah, that is just ducky. We're down to 3. Where there was 4, there's now 3. This critical error says it can't be repaired. Not that there's a Kerbal anywhere near here to repair this. What I think I shall do just for thrust back, I'm a little surprised that happened. I mean, there's still 74 ignitions left in the other ones, but what I think I shall do is shut down this opposite engine, and that'll keep the thrust balanced on these two. Won't be a lot of thrust left, though, but should be able to still get the job done. All we got to do now is get ourselves to Kerbin. So let's do that. Actually, while I'm at it, why don't I delete that waypoint I see staring at me? Go away. There. So don't need you no more. Okay. We just need to get this into Kerbin's atmosphere. Let's see here. Play around with the timing a little bit. Oh wow, I can get a lot more efficient. Why I'm playing with this so much. I got so much fuel. Here, let's get this down 35 kilometers. I always find works pretty well for getting to. Alright, happy with that. Happy with that. Nice red highlight on that one engine. Oh, maybe there's something with these ant engines that make them more susceptible to failure. I don't know. Alright. They are cheap. Warning, Munar 5 batteries are almost empty. Why? Oh, I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. Electric charge. I'm not quite sure why. Oh, is that... Oh, that's this thing. That is this thing. That is... yeah, we're back now. Didn't put a lot of batteries on this. Maybe that was a mistake. Okay, lock that onto prograde. I thought it was the one that's on the surface, but it's this one that's almost out of electric charge. Now it's charged up. And, you know, I'm going to just keep it locked on prograde. I'm sure it'll be fine. 38 meter per second burn on 2 engines. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Yeah, it's going to take a little while. Definitely with Kerbalism, the fewer engines you have running at the same time to push your craft, probably the better. Though it's nice to have the backup in case when ones do fail. Like, you know, this one failed and I got this one. Now, if one of these two failed, getting any kind of balanced thrust is going to be impossible, but let's not jinx it, shall we? So far, so good. Our precious science load in here. We just need to get it down to the surface. Oh, our lights went off. Put them back on again. Happened when we... Okay. Reduce throttle here towards the end. And about 35 kilometers, I think, should be good. 34. Good's enough. Okay. Alright, engines, you have all done your jobs. There's no more need for you. All we need to do now is hopefully survive the re-entry. Just going to put this back up here for solar panels. Yeah, I don't think I put... Did I put any batteries on this thing? I don't think I really did. There's not a lot. Well, there's 150 units of electric charge. That should be fine. Okay. Let's get ourselves out of here. Warp to here. It is this way, right? Yeah. Batteries are low again. Oh boy. I'm going to run out of batteries again. But then they're back. Okay, are we out? Oh, what's this? Oh, that's a different experiment once again. Okay. Let's get ourselves down to here. Coming for you, Kerbin. It's now the long fall. Did I add anything? Philippe asks, did I add anything to deal with the radiation for this probe? And the answer to that question is no. Kerbalism does model radiation, and once you're outside of... You have to go through radiation belts, and they will get irradiated. It can cause electronics to fail, but my experience has been that shorter duration missions like this doesn't seem to be an issue. So in my mind, unless you're putting a probe for a long duration right inside the belts, or it's a long duration going around the sun and it's just being exposed directly, I don't think you need to upgrade, have to worry about radiation. At least with probes. Kerbals are a different thing. Alright, we are going to stage. I don't know why I'm nervous. Stage. There we are. Oh, this one. And I have no SAS. This now is dependent on, and this should be armed. It is. I have some control, but what I don't... Oh no, there's no reaction wheels or anything on this thing too, so I really don't have control other than being able to do things like arm parachutes or get rid of heat shields and that kind of thing. So this is just hopefully going to be fine. No idea where we're landing. We have lost communication because of the plasma blackout. I'm seeing a heat bar. I think it should be okay. I never did test this coming down from the moon, but I mean, it should be fine. Isn't this kind of the kind of thing this thing is built for? Oh yeah, I can't do anything because I have no communication with it. Oh, it's taking a long time to slow down, though. Come on. Okay, the heat bar's gone away. That's a good thing. And our periapsis is now in the negative, so we are almost... Oh, we are Nope, no, we still don't have communication. Looking like we're going for the water, which is good. Here, let's time warp a little bit. Why am I doing this in real time? Because I was nervous, that's why. Okay, here we go. Communication is back. I do have my data good. And there goes our parachute. Sorry for everything being in the dark and no lights on this thing. How is the ablation? That's a very good question. Hardly used up any. I find KSP puts on a lot of ablator. There we are. And this is a pretty light thing, so this one parachute is going to it's going to descend very slowly on this one parachute. Is it fully deployed? It did. Okay. Right down to the surface now. Da-na-na-na. 4 times speed. Still takes a long time. Alright, so that went okay. I'm happy with that. I shouldn't quite count those chickens just yet. Oh, for goodness sakes, when is this thing going to get down to the surface? And whoosh, recover. Okay, so all told though, that's 71.3 science that came back. That did put me on, well, now at 391 science with stuff being transmitted. Oh, that's pretty happy stuff. Let's see, we'll get into here. And I am now going to get command modules. Yep, that's 160 science for that. And that gives me pressure control in my pods, including the pods I've already unlocked. And I'm also going to get, I can get both the fuel systems I was looking earlier to build bigger and better things.